Hello! This video is a continuation of the review of lessons 4, 5, and basically just 6. My iPhone ran out of tape, or memory. So anyway, continuation. So we were talking about 48 divided by 6 using the distributive property. You've got a difficult equation here. You're going to separate it into two easier equations for yourself. You're keeping that divided by 6 as that is what you are distributing. So now you have to figure out two numbers that, when added together, equal 48, but they must be divisible by 6. That's a mouthful. So the last video stopped when we said, well, let's pick two different numbers, right? So here's our list of multiples of 6. And I decided to go and pick 36. So 36 divided by 6 is 6. So we're going to add that to whatever is here. So I took 48 minus 36, and we're going to figure out what number goes here. So here you go. 6 plus 2 equals 8. No matter what you do, it's the same answer as 8. Okay. But let's take a look here, looking at the distributive property using a number bond, but let's do it for multiplication, okay? So let's look at the number, the expression 12 times 7, and we're going to look for two equations that, well, are going to, when they add up, equal that instead. So 12 times 7, that's pretty tricky. But if we decompose that 12 and we distribute that times 7 to both of those equations, when we add these two easier equations up, we are going to get the answer to this. That's what I meant to say. The difference here is that you don't have to go, okay, well, let's see, what numbers do I have to use? And because no matter what, when you multiply something by 7, you're multiplying it by 7. You don't have to worry about whether or not it is divisible by 7 because you're doing the opposite. So you can pick two numbers that add up. So it's looking like this, right? You got to decompose that 12 to 12. Could be any two numbers. So you could say 1 plus 11. Sure. You could say 2 plus 10, 3 plus 9, 4 plus 8. Whatever two numbers there are, you have to know what that is times 2. So I'm going to pick 2 plus 10 because those are easy ones for me. That's going to equal your 12. 2 times 7 is 14. 10 times 7 is 70. 14 plus 70 is 84. But let's see, let's look at two other numbers, see if that gives us the same answer, same 84. We used 2 and 10. Let's do 4 and 8. 4 times 7, that's 28. We're going to add it to whatever this is. 8 times 7, that's 56. 56 plus 28, let's see. There you go. You're doing this with a number bond, but you've seen how to do it another way as well. Not only could you model it with a tape diagram or an array, for example, but we've seen it look like this. Okay, so use the distributive property. That means first you've got to decompose that 12, and you're going to be making these two equations when they're added up together, these two easier equations. So let's decompose that 12. Let's put 2 here, let's put 10 here. 2 plus 10, that gives you that 12. You're going to distribute that 7 times 7 times 7. Then you're going to solve it. 14 plus 70, and that's going to give you your final answer. So that number bond way is the same as what we were doing before. So you're seeing the distributive property many, many, many ways. Okay, there you go.